When Gabriel was in contact with me, Peter Gabriel was contacting me for a few years. He put on his record, well, you know how people are. What he was doing on Showing Us was building the agenda for an Israeli named Katz, who was a partner of John Schulman, arrested in an $8 million museum heist, who ran me out of Pittsburgh to Seattle, where I was subsequently poisoned in the mouth and given Parkinson's by these tormentors of unrelieved lies and craziness. Schulman had an employee who would come over to Adam Eisenstadt's house, who I knew from Pitt News. Eisenstadt was an IDF berserker, Israeli. He would get on the radio masquerading, disguising his voice as Abdul the terrorist and threaten people. And he had the KDKA talk show host going. He then became a ghost speechwriter for Donald Trump. Israel Katz, the defense minister for these monsters, after having dropped 6 equivalent tonnage of Hiroshima bombs on defenseless people, is now threatening to exterminate them. I urge you to look to Owen Jones for an assessment that captures the indignation that it is due and the trauma and terror that he feels gains expression. One of the things that scares me is I can't express myself as well as he does. And I'm one of the people trying to express well my indignation and horror. I wrote a poem called The Eternal Crime. Well, I'm not welcome on Seattle's Palestinian peace marches because I warned them this was going to go in 1993, just like I warned everybody that Schulman was ripping off the post office. He was later caught in a $6 million museum heist. They deafened me. They were claiming I was a reckless driver at Kelly Elementary. And all these veteran people said I'm trying to upstage them, reporting people who were better than me, dignified people. Peter Gabriel was making a stand for the Israeli Katz. Now, I'm not supposed to notice that Israel Katz is in a war of genocide. 1993, I put in Carnegie Mellon University because I saw what they were up to, that they were planning revenge for Auschwitz. Nobody would listen to me, not even the Palestinian intellectuals. What are they going to say? What's Seattle going to say? We should have listened to you. We were wrong. Seattle, admitting something like that, being magnanimous. Get a life. Not in a million years. They don't know. Well, Pittsburgh isn't any better. I had some oaf bigot tell me the day I met Jeannie was the worst day of my life. Talk about brother from another planet. Because she was telling me to sit down. She didn't want me to get lost downtown. She was worried about me. He called her a bully. It's insane. She was a miracle worker. She works at Goodwill, and she's been mistreated all her life by what she just laughed when she heard, what liars, when she heard them saying things, unfavorable things about me. The parents knew I wasn't the driver at Kelly Elementary. They could see through the window who did some other. I didn't know. I was furious. But that's why I left. I dissociated. And they're going to win because they're going to say, oh, he protests too much. Get this. They put me into seizures. Literally seizures. Using a nerve agent from neurobehavioral research. Look, I'll show it to you. I'll pull it on with my facial nerve. These King Crimson oafs and their Israeli couch yarn put me into seizures. And then locked the emergency room and wouldn't let me go to the hospital because they said Robert Fripp had detected that I was pushy and made him drop his pick. Like as though the butterfly had been goosed. Pittsburgh and Seattle are disturbing. They're disturbing people and they're disturbing places.